easy. You check out. VR is non-zero for source flow. So first you should know the basic formula. So formula is very easy. One by one I am giving. Dou phi, when you differentiate for dou r, you get VR. And dou psi, when you differentiate for dou theta and you divide by r, then you get VR. Means VR is non-zero here. So okay, VR is non-zero. Means we can develop our phi equation in terms of VR and R, and in same way psi equation in terms of VR and R. How can we develop? Now see here, as I told you that in aerodynamics you should have some basic mathematics ideas. At least everyone is having that much integration basic parts. So let's do one thing. Take this R in this direction. So dou phi will give you VR into dou R. Now question is, can we integrate this in same way here also? Here also you take psi is VR into R into dou theta. Can we integrate this? A big question. See, when I was teaching uniform flow, that time your V infinity was constant. So simply dou x came, so I wrote x. Simply dou y came, I wrote y. But here your VR is not constant. That's what I have explained here, right? Because VR is not constant, so it means some theory is still remaining which will talk about the variation of VR. So that's why I said source flow and vertex flow, these two are very, very important. Let's talk in detail how to calculate our VR for the source flow, because VR is changing with radius. So we must have some technique to convert our VR in terms of R. Then only we can integrate for the R. And same here. So it means we have some duty remaining for source flow. Let's go ahead. Now what to do? See guys, everyone. Actually, we don't study this for a plane. Whenever we study source flow, we don't study for a plane. What do we do? Yes, Saranjit, ask me out. This one? This one? Which one? Yeah, okay. See here what I am saying. This formula dou psi by dou theta, I am just rearranging in this way. I am simply rearranging. Now after this rearrangement, I have to integrate. I have to integrate for d theta. But see, we cannot do this integration before knowing the nature of VR. Here also we cannot integrate dou r without knowing the nature of VR. So during the theory, when I was explaining, I explained that VR is actually changing with radius. So if VR is changing with the radius, it means definitely we have a formula of VR in terms of radius. No, before integration itself we have a trouble. We have not done integration yet. Before the integration itself we have trouble, and the trouble is VR is not constant. Try to understand my logic. That R we are going to discuss now. Oh no problem. That is that. See what I'm saying. I will write again. I will write again. See, what my approach is. My approach is, we have our dou psi by dou theta 1 by r is equal to VR as a formula. Now in this formula, yeah, in this case, so I want to know this dou psi. Sorry, the psi. So psi value is nothing but VR into this r into this dou theta. Now if they both are constant, then you can immediately integrate and you can develop the equation for psi. But there is an issue. During theory, you got it right. So this view, yeah, very good. So this VR is actually not constant. So now we are going to understand how to achieve VR equation in terms of R. Then only we will understanding this properly. So for that, so I'm changing the page. See now. First thing, keep in mind, whenever we are discussing source flow, we cannot study this source flow in plane. So to develop the source flow formula in terms of R, we have to assume a cylinder. So I am drawing a cylinder now. What kind of cylinder I will draw? I will tell you. I will make an axis. On this axis, I will put all these sources here for the flow, and you know these sources will be producing flow like this, like this. So what will I do? I will pack them in circle, right? In same way I will pack them in circle. I will pack them in circle. So I have taken only 3 points, but there will be infinite sources in between. Infinite sources. It means what? It is actually a cylinder, right? Now you see, it is actually a cylinder. Okay, means this source flow, suppose I am taking the example of water. So every source is producing water, means from the cylinder at radius r, out of the cylinder your water is coming out. At radius r your water is coming out. It means that water will be having mass flow rate. You see how I'm developing the formula. So that mass flow rate, you know how to write. Always whenever we write mass flow rate, we have formula rho AV, right? So rho is going to be the density of the liquid, and V is nothing but the radial speed of the water, because water is coming out in this direction with the speed of VR. You can see here VR at this location VR. Now rho is over, velocity is over, but area is remaining. So we are targeting at radius r, correct? So this is nothing but a circle. You know what is the area of this curvature? Of this curvature through which water is coming out? It is a circle. Can someone recall? Pi r L. Pi r L. Pi r L is totally wrong. Pi r square is totally wrong. Totally wrong. Pi r square is totally wrong. Man, what you guys are doing? Seriously, I'm asking area of this curvature. Pi r square is. You check out the unit, man. This is volume. Pratik, what is your answer? Very good. 2 pi RH. 2 pi RH is the answer for the curvature portion, because from that portion only water is coming out. Okay, water is not coming out like this. Try to understand my logic. So the area you will replace as 2 pi RH. 2 pi r. Now h I am saying as a length. 2 pi RL. 2 pi RL. Okay. So see, everything whatever I have written here, it is not rocket science. Simply mass flow rate anyone can find out. But try to understand now. Here we got something very beautiful. We got VR in the equation and R in the equation. It means we are on the right track to develop the equation in terms of VR and R. VR equation in terms of R. Now what is our next approach? Keep in mind V theta is 0. Only VR is finite. Okay. Tell me, if I will take this row this side, then I'll be getting this parameter. What will I call this? Tell me. No. Everyone is capable to give this name. Volume flow rate, because mass by density is volume. So we started with mass flow rate equation. Now we got volume flow rate. Okay. So this is nothing but volume flow rate. So that is nothing but the remaining part 2 pi RL into VR. Now understand. This total I can replace as V dot. So that V dot I will divide by this L. Now you see, try to understand one logic. From this entire volume, water is coming out. I will just erase this for neat and clean purpose. From this entire volume, just a minute, water is coming out. Water is coming out. So this length you can assume till any length, right? Till any uncertain length. Because the volume what is coming out, that is because of lot of sources I am keeping on the way. I try to understand what I am saying. I am saying this water what is coming out, that is because of all the sources. And where are the sources? They are sitting on the line. Length of the line is L. But I am bothering about only one source. If you are bothering about the one source, then divide this entire equation by the L. Then you will be getting unit length. It means your m dot by rho you replace with V dot and write the entire equation 2 pi R then L then VR. and then you divide this entire volume flow rate by the total length what you have assumed, then it will be V dot by L is equal to 2 pi r into VR. See how easy this thing. From here only concept of source flow start. This V dot by L you will say as volume flow rate per unit length, but it has a technical name. That technical name we say as source strength. You write the name properly. Source strength. Now this source strength, it has a symbol. That symbol is this. This is capital lambda. Capital lambda is how much now? This 2 pi r into VR. So source strength we got. Now try to understand one logic. On this length, I kept all types of all sources here, but maybe this source itself is of different capacity. This source can be very strong, this source can be very strong, this source can be extremely strong. So that's why we have to bother about source strength. It means what? How much velocity, or you can say how much mass flow rate this source can develop. This is the physical meaning of source strength. Okay, now understand. When you got the source strength, then you can replace, you can rearrange the formulas. So that's all. Your VR actually, source strength is a personal quantity. Personal quantity means it is a constant quantity for a given source, right? So this VR is going to be source strength capital lambda. Keep in mind the name is capital lambda divided by 2 pi r. So right now we have developed our VR equation in terms of r. So based on this equation, you can expect questions in GATE exam. Based on the relation between VR and R, you can expect the question in GATE exam. Okay. Now see, this VR I will be using in the formula of psi and phi to develop the equation of psi and phi. I will change the page. Somewhere here we have formula. Okay, I will write the formula again. Okay. So your dou phi by dou r, dou phi I am writing phi, dou phi by dou r formula was VR. So just now we have got the equation of VR. That VR equation is nothing but your source strength divided by 2 pi r. Okay. Now you take this r this side. So dou phi will be your strength divided by 2 pi r. Then here dou r. Now no issues. We are free to integrate because this is constant value, this 2 is constant, and this pi is constant. So when you will differentiate this dou r and r quantity, integrate, so it is nothing but, tell me the answer. Tell me the answer. Yes. So finally, whenever you keep in mind, whenever you differentiate dx by x, it gives natural log of x, r. So here we are integrating dr by r, so it will be ln r. This became your phi value. In same way, you have to go for psi value. So 1 by r dou psi by dou theta will give you VR. This is your fundamental equation of psi in terms of polar coordinates. It is valid for all types of flow. This is the fundamental equation of phi in polar form, which is valid for all types of flow. Okay. So now see here, this psi value I will integrate. Now because we know the formula of VR in terms of r, so replace everything. Let's do it. So this dou psi I will write as, this VR value is nothing but this by 2 pi r into dou theta. I hope I have not done any mistake here. That's all. This r and r will get cancelled. So when you will integrate this, everything is constant now, constant. So when you will integrate for theta, you will be only getting pure theta. So your psi is going to be your capital lambda. What is the name of capital lambda? Strength of source strength by 2 pi into theta. Rectangle this. Now you see very important questions we can get on this. Let's discuss now.